Hi, and welcome to Realize Your Potential. In this series, we will be showing young neurodiverse people how to navigate the complex, sometimes confusing world of recruitment, from writing a resume to preparing for interviews. If you're looking for a job, know someone that is, or are just plain curious, stick around and share your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, be sure to check out our first 2 videos. This final video is all about cover letters. We will be discussing the purpose of cover letters, to whom you should address your cover letter, and what to include in your cover letter. As always, let's start with the purpose of cover letters. A cover letter allows you to stand out and get your job application noticed. Is it always required? Not necessarily. The job ad usually specifies when it is required. But cover letters are so old-fashioned. Well, so a lot of the recruitment processes, as we have learned. That being said, if you find a job you really like and want to put your best foot forward, a cover letter can help convey your passion, which can be difficult to express in a document like a resume. But a letter sounds so formal. Well, it is, and that's a good thing, because that means there's a right way of writing cover letters. Here are the do's and don'ts of cover letters. Be sure to include your full name, phone number, email, and the location you're seeking employment in. You want employers to find your details quickly, so top right to your letter is where they would typically seek this information. Don't include your street address or even the suburb you live in, unless proximity is one of the selling points of the job for you, in which case it's likely a selling point for the employer too. You can learn more about the do's and don'ts of your contact information from our first video about resumes. Next, include the date when you send the cover letter. Don't forget to tweak the date and the addressee with each new application. To whom should you address the letter? If you can, avoid something generic like Dear Sir/Madam. Instead, try to get to know the person you're sending the letter to. Use the name of the person who listed the job ad. If there isn't a name attached, we encourage you to reach out and find out whom to address the letter to. If there's a contact number, give them a call. Be prepared to tell them your name and why you're interested in the job. Chances are the person will remember you and recognize your application. This would require some light research on the employer for each application, and that can get tiring. And if you're still unsure, a simple hello will suffice. The next line in the letter should be RE, application for the role that you're applying. Make it bold. This is so that the recruiter or employer knows which job you're applying for. They might be advertising for multiple jobs at a time. Now for the body of the cover letter. The first paragraph will include a quick introduction of yourself, where you saw the job ad, and why you've decided to apply. The second paragraph will address the key skills of the role advertised. This is your chance to talk about why you're the perfect candidate for the job ad. Be specific and give examples. In our example, the applicant is a coffee connoisseur and lives nearby, which is worth mentioning. Before you sign off, thank the reader for their time. You can also shout your references here, saying how they can speak to your skills. And finally, it's time to sign off. Sometimes you might not be able to upload a separate cover letter. In that case, attach it to the end of your resume document. Other times, you might have to write your cover letter in an email format or directly into the job portal. In that case, you can stick to the content and ignore the formatting tips we've discussed. The recruitment process can be complex. Each employer has their own standards for a good application. And no matter how perfect you try to make yours, you might still feel uncertain, and that's okay. In fact, it's something most people feel. What matters most is that you are deciding whether a job is right for you, as much as an employer deciding whether you're right for the job. That's it for this episode. Good luck and go get that job.